At Buckingham Palace, young Princess Elizabeth sits by a tall window, the gray skies reflecting in her thoughtful gaze. Rain streams gently down the glass, blurring the world outside. Her loyal corgi, Susan, lies quietly at her feet, offering silent companionship. The palace interior glows with rich wood and gold, a warm contrast to the somber day. Elizabeth remains still, lost in her thoughts as the rain persists. The gentle patter of rain against the glass fills the silence. Susan lifts her head slightly, ears perked, sensing her mistress's mood. The palace stands in quiet splendor, a haven from the storm. Elizabeth's gaze softens as she watches the rain, a peaceful moment amidst royal life. The red velvet carpet adds a splash of warmth to the cool-toned scene. The golden accents gleam softly in the warm lighting. Susan settles back down, resting her head on her paws. Elizabeth's hands rest in her lap, still and calm. The window frames the gray sky like a painting. The sound of rain is a constant, soothing presence. Susan's tail thumps softly against the carpet. Elizabeth's ribbon sways gently with her slight movements. The palace walls stand as silent witnesses to her private moment. Elizabeth's dress adds a touch of color to the muted scene. The warm lighting casts long shadows across the room. Susan's fur gleams softly in the light. Elizabeth's eyes reflect the soft glow of the room. The window panes are streaked with water. The air is still and quiet, filled with a sense of calm. Susan sighs contentedly. Elizabeth's hair is neatly styled, framing her face. The palace is a sanctuary, a place of peace. Elizabeth's expression is serene, lost in thought. The rain continues its gentle rhythm. Susan's presence is a comfort to the young princess. Elizabeth's hands are clasped loosely in her lap. The palace stands as a symbol of enduring strength. Elizabeth's face is soft and youthful. The rain provides a soothing backdrop. Susan's eyes are closed, resting peacefully. Elizabeth's gaze drifts to the horizon. In the muted light of Buckingham Palace, Elizabeth pauses before a wall adorned with ancient portraits and formidable armor. A subtle shift in the tapestry catches her eye, breaking the silence. With a delicate touch, Elizabeth pulls the tapestry aside, revealing the secrets hidden behind. An old wooden door emerges from the shadows, its royal crests whispering tales of forgotten times. Susan stands guard beside Elizabeth, her vigilance adding to the scene's intrigue. Shadows dance around the hidden entrance, stirring a sense of mystery. Elizabeth begins her descent down the spiral stone staircase, each step into the unknown. Flickering lanterns cast dancing shadows, adding an eerie glow to the rough stone walls. Dust particles swirl lazily, illuminated by the dim light. The staircase narrows with each turn, concealing what lies beneath. Susan follows close behind, her paws echoing softly, amplifying the suspense. Elizabeth continues her descent, the shadows playing tricks on her eyes. The air grows colder with each step, hinting at the secrets hidden below. Susan's soft paws provide a comforting rhythm in the unsettling silence. Elizabeth pauses, peering into the darkness, anticipation building. The lanterns flicker wildly, casting grotesque shapes that dance and writhe. Dust motes swirl faster, as if disturbed by an unseen presence. The narrowing staircase seems to tighten around them, pressing in. Susan's ears perk up, sensing something Elizabeth cannot. Elizabeth clutches the stone wall, seeking stability in the dizzying descent. The air grows heavy, thick with the scent of damp earth and decay. Susan's pace quickens, her excitement barely contained. Elizabeth rounds another bend, the darkness deepening before her. The lanterns struggle against the encroaching shadows, their light fading. Dust becomes a thick haze, obscuring the path ahead. The staircase twists and turns, disorienting and endless. Susan whines softly, a nervous energy in her voice. Elizabeth's breath catches in her throat, a sense of dread washing over her. The air is now frigid, biting at exposed skin. Susan stops abruptly, her body rigid with anticipation. Elizabeth strains to see through the darkness, her heart pounding. The lanterns flicker and die, plunging them into absolute darkness. Dust settles, the silence deafening. The staircase disappears, lost in the impenetrable blackness. Susan growls softly, a warning in the darkness. Elizabeth reaches out blindly, seeking the wall for guidance. The air crackles with unseen energy, raising goosebumps on her skin. Susan presses close, offering comfort and protection. Elizabeth takes a tentative step forward, into the abyss. The darkness seems to watch, waiting. A faint whisper echoes, a promise or a threat. A secret stone chamber is revealed, bathed in a radiant golden light, holding shelves of ancient scrolls and royal relics. Velvet-lined boxes overflow with treasures, guarding secrets of ages past. At the heart of the chamber, a crystal pedestal displays a crown shimmering with untamed magic. Elizabeth steps into the chamber, her eyes wide with wonder, her hands clasped gently. She stands in awe, captivated by the chamber's mystical allure. In the heart of the secret stone chamber, a crown hangs suspended, bathed in a gentle golden light. Elizabeth stands still, her image mirrored in the pedestal's glass, a picture of serenity. Susan sits attentively, her ears twitching, sensing the room's increasing enchantment. The chamber intensifies with an ethereal glow, amplifying the magical presence. In the stone chamber, a bluish-silver vision begins to take shape. Queen Victoria appears, addressing a vast crowd from a grand balcony. The crowd below waves, flags, and flowers, their faces full of adoration. Young Elizabeth watches, her face illuminated by the otherworldly glow. A gentle pink glow fills the secret stone chamber, revealing a new vision. Queen Mary kneels, her face a mask of compassion as she assists a wounded soldier. She helps the soldier write a letter, each stroke filled with unspoken emotions. The scene dissolves into a wartime hospital tent, bathed in warm light. The tent is filled with emotional expressions, each face telling a story of sacrifice and resilience. Elizabeth watches, her hands clasped tightly to her chest, deeply moved by the unfolding scene. In a hidden stone chamber, King George VI speaks with unwavering resolve into a vintage microphone. The chamber is bathed in a golden red glow, casting a strong light on his determined face. Elizabeth watches from behind the crown, her eyes filled with pride and deep emotion. The weight of the moment hangs heavy in the air, a palpable sense of history in the making. The magical glow subsides as the crown descends, returning to its pedestal. Elizabeth bows her head, a gesture of deep respect. Soft light bathes Elizabeth, highlighting her peaceful expression. The chamber dims, filled with a sense of calm and ancient wisdom. Susan rubs against Elizabeth's leg, offering silent comfort. Elizabeth steps out from the hidden passageway, finding the hallway silent and undisturbed. A butler stands at the hall's end, breaking the silence with a formal announcement. "Tea time, Your Majesty." With renewed resolve, Elizabeth strides confidently down the hallway, Susan faithfully at her side. Sunlight streams through a window, casting a hopeful glow on Elizabeth's determined face.